box. I have not seen any PS5 stuff yet. What's up? Give me the scoop. Okay, on the 16th they're doing a showcase. Yeah, Maximilio. After we won that first game, though, which was probably the best win of the year, I felt it coming. I kind of felt it coming. I should have bet on it, actually. I really felt it coming after that first game, the way it ended. Alright. Oh, shoot. Enemy boost by 3, huh? Oh, God. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Pain in the butt. Yeah, Planet, I will too. Although I don't think I'm gonna get it immediately or anything. Yeah. I think the Titans are going to be good. Don't jump the gun on abandoning the Titans, man. I like the way that team plays. Yeah, I did see that, Maximilio. That was pretty money, yeah. Yeah, Drew Lock had a not great game. And I mean, Drew Lock only had one good game last year. We're only a game and a... Man, are the Astros still losing? I haven't been keeping up. So the Astros must just be getting shredded right now. Alright. They're one game under 5. Jeez. Oh yeah, the Athletics are way ahead in our division, right? I forgot that the Athletics are really good this year. Oh my god, what the hell? I'm just happy Kyle Lewis did something, man. I was starting to, get a headache every time he came up to bat. It was just, oh god. I was feeling bad for him, you know? Nothing was going his way. He had the home run, he had the game-winning walk, and he had the catch in center.
I can do this. See ya.
That was probably probably the worst game Shaq is ever going to play. Shit happens. Sometimes things don't go your way. Well, Gostkowski sucks now. Like, signing him was a big mistake. He sucked last year. He's old. What the hell made you think he was going to do anything else? Yeah, Judy had a couple of Metcalf tributes in him tonight, man. Judy's gonna be good, though. Judy's a baller. Gostkowski, Tumbo. I'm feeling pretty good about the Patriots game, Maximilio. I have my eye on a couple things, of course, but I feel pretty good about it. I think we can win by double digits. Like, people are way too excited about Cam Newton having a decent game against a pretty bad team in the Dolphins. Like, calm down, guys. Like, the media is just, like, tripping all over themselves about what Cam did in week 1, and it was cool, but calm down.
I'll finish this.
I just mean in terms of, like, this narrative that, oh, the Patriots are going to be unstoppable again because of Cam Newton. Like, that was a very limited offensive attack that they had yesterday. It worked well enough for them to score 21 points against a pretty bad Miami team, and beyond that, I'm not so sure. Little late for them to be able to make a move for a wideout. Who are they going to get at this point? Not a lot of options.
I'll finish this.
Maybe AJ Green. Ooh, OBJ's gonna be cheap as hell right now. That's not bad. OBJ sucks butt, man. Did you see that drop he had on third down?
Here I come.
I can't believe how bad OBJ has become ever since he got traded. Yeah, but he's still dropping passes. Yeah, I get all that, but OBJ's dropping a lot of passes lately.
I can do this.
And I know OBJ's never had the best hands when it comes to making routine catches, but... I don't have a big opinion of how Clowney did tonight. He was in the backfield a few times, but I don't think he had a massive impact.
Here I come! Tip! I'll finish this! Tip!
One of my friends is a Browns fan, and he said that if Baker doesn't look good against the Bengals, he's pretty much done with them. Like, he's about ready to throw in the towel on the Baker Mayfield era. And if Baker doesn't bring it at least something against the Bengals, he's done.
I can do this.
Oh yeah, JS. Bobby looked good. I'm gonna dive deeper into the Bobby Wagner thing in a video later this week, but I think he did play really well.
See ya.
Real question. Was Johnny Manziel better than Baker Mayfield? I'm really asking. I know that sounds like a troll question, but it's not.
Tip!
In the NFL. Captain Rex, you're right. Wagner was graded very well on PFF. I don't think his play was up to standard last year, though, for reasons that I have gone into at length.
Here I come!
Hey, Emmett, welcome to the chat. I'm not doing dick for damage to this prick. So, I saw something kind of interesting earlier today, and I wanted to pass it on here. Now that we have a few people in the chat, I'll go ahead and do it. There is a report that this offseason, Wilson demanded that the offense change to be more urgent, or else he wanted to be traded. Now, the report was made by Florio, Woo, and Florio is a troublemaker. I don't really give very much credence to anything he says, but I thought it was interesting because I don't think it's impossible.
Here I come.
I think Florio's just a troublemaker,
I can
but
do this.
that story it was kind of interesting to me. It made me think for a second.
Here I come.
And I listened to Hawk Blogger, his post-game video yesterday, and I usually don't listen to Hawk Blogger. Not that I dislike him or anything, I just usually don't watch his videos, but he made a good point. In the post-game stream, which is when Schottenheimer first got here, he wanted to do this. The first 2 games that we had Brian Schottenheimer as our offensive coordinator, we went pass, all game long. We started 0-2. At that point, Carroll stepped in and said, no, we're not going to do this anymore. This doesn't work. We're going to run the ball 90% of the time now.
Here I come.
So, you know, they made the point that Schottenheimer always kind of wanted to do this. Which I had kind of forgotten about. Now, the issue I have with that is it was a very dumb idea for us to try to go to a fast-paced, pass-heavy offense that year because we had no Doug Baldwin. The only good receiver we had was Lockett. We had no tight end except for Disley, who we didn't even know about at that time. Yeah, Doug was injured, yeah. We only had 1 good receiver, and we had 3 capable running backs. We had an offensive line that was best at run blocking. So it was a very bad idea for us to try to go pass-happy at that moment. But I did find it kind of interesting, the possibility, even though I actually don't think it happened, because it just doesn't strike me as something Wilson would say, and Florio, you know, Florio's a troublemaker. But, it was interesting. Yeah, Homer should just be the kick returner. At best. I mean, honestly, you could make a pretty good argument that David Moore should be our kick returner. I bring this up because if it's true that Wilson delivered some kind of ultimatum to Carroll, then it means we're kind of stuck to doing this the rest of the season, which a lot of people are going to like. This is not something we're just going to abandon suddenly.
Hey!
Hillel? I suppose so, yeah. I'm not... I don't know. I only saw a little bit of the Patriots game against the Dolphins, and their offense to me seemed very, very simple. My only real concern about that game is if we don't have a defensive lineman that demands a double team, then they're going to have a numbers advantage. Yeah, Tumbo, don't get me wrong, I doubt the story too. I doubt the story. I think the narrative is that Wilson watched what Mahomes did last year and was like, I want to do that. Give me an offense where I can do what Mahomes does and give me control of the offense like Mahomes has. And I want to go win a Super Bowl like this. And then he's going to... And then he basically says, look, if you don't give this to me, send me somewhere that well, because I just watched Pat Mahomes have one of the greatest runs of all time in the playoffs. I want to do that. Hillel, I don't know. I don't think I agree with you there. Yeah, Master Chief. Tomorrow's video is, I think, going to be about the offense, because I have some positive things to report there. Yeah, the only thing I want to hear this week is that we signed Marcel Darius or Snacks. I don't even need a good defensive tackle. I just need a defensive tackle who can be a trash can full of dirt in the middle of the defense for 15 snaps a game. Jerron Reed played way too many snaps yesterday. I'm assuming everybody in the chat saw my video earlier today. Yeah, Jerron Reed played almost 70 snaps. That's too much. What's the dumbest thing we've done since Pete became coach aside from Super Bowl 49? Maybe the offensive game plan against the Cowboys in the playoffs? I don't know. Yeah, the Cowboys' defense, which was already going to be bad, might be one of the worst in the league now. They might be like a bottom 5 defense. And, well, I think the real lesson here, everybody, is that bullying does work. Whenever somebody isn't doing what you want them to do, just bully them until they're doing what you want them to do.
You really don't know anything about the Prinnies? You've been acting weird ever since this morning.
And I may never say this again, but that Cowboys team cannot stop the run. So that might be the one time this year where we might want to ride Carson and Hyde to a victory, because that Cowboys team has nothing to defend up the middle. They are soft as butter in the middle. That might be the only time I say that this year, but that Cowboys interior defense is weak. No, Emmett, I'm being facetious, by the way, about the bullying thing. And even non-facetiously, I absolutely believe in the power of bullying. Especially us. You know, I feel like this is a victory for Seahawks fans on the internet. You know? We bullied our coaches into doing what we wanted them to do. I like it, you know? Oh, and by the way, that Cowboys offense, that offensive line sucks. The Cowboys offensive line is trash, so that might be a game where our defensive line makes some good things happen. No, hello, we don't know about Josh Gordon.
I don't know anything, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
What?
Prince Laharl, I have a name and it's Flan. It's not hey or you. You have never called me by my name, not even once, since the first time we met.
You know, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not saying suddenly, oh, I think Dallas sucks, but Dallas has problems. Dallas, that defense is going to be bottom 5 this year probably, and that offensive line has gone to absolute... I mean, it's pretty bad.
So, what's it to you?
People's feelings are delicate. They can be hurt by just the slightest insult. Laharl, you are too inconsiderate. You should approach people with more love. The Prinnies ran away because you have no love.
If the Cowboys lose to the Falcons, they're going to be desperate in week 3. So I'm a little... I don't know. I mean, honestly, I love watching the Cowboys lose. I love watching Cowboys fans cry, but that result last night did us no favors. Steelers looked okay. I don't think the Giants are going to be good this year, so I'm not pinning a ton on it. But they look good. They got a lot of pressure on Daniel Jones.
What? You stupid love freak! Who do you think I...
There! That's the attitude I'm talking about! You'll never become a respected overlord with an attitude like that!
Flan, that doesn't seem like the kind of advice an angel should be giving.
Ugh! What do you know about being an overlord? Forget it, I'm not talking to you anymore.
I definitely feel better about that game now. The Cowboys are not quite what I thought they were going to be, and more than that, this Cowboys team has now had 2 major injuries that I think have really removed the, have really put a ceiling on what they can do this year. People who say Aaron Donald is the best player in the league are just trying to sound smart. They're just trying to sound like, oh, I know so much about football, I think the best player in the league plays on defense, and you probably don't even know who he is. It's like some bullshit hipster thing. People who actually know football understand that quarterbacks have an impact on the game that no other position can match. That's my take on it. Yes, I do know who Fisk Vegas is.
I can do this.
I'm not a fan of Fisk Vegas. He's a 2-teamer for one. I think he's a Saints fan and a Giants fan. To hell with 2-teamers. If you have another team that you like, or other teams that you like, and would rather see them win than other teams, that's fine. But don't be a 2-teamer. Don't be a fan of 2 teams. That's lame as hell. I don't know, JS. I think that's weak. Again, it's okay to have players that you like more than other players and you want them to succeed. I always wanted Peyton Manning to succeed. I always wanted Ray Lewis to succeed. I loved those players. I wanted them to win wherever they were unless they were playing my team. But if you actually don't root for a team and you just root for, like, you know, you're a LeBron fan and you've got Cavs jerseys and Lakers jerseys and Miami Heat jerseys, I think that's a little weird. Like, I know a lot of Seahawks fans who, in 2009, when the team was no good, they wanted the Saints to win the Super Bowl. And I get that. That's fine. But 2-teamers are weird. I don't get the 2-teamer thing. You don't even need to give up a first-round pick for OBJ. OBJ sucks now. Yeah, Emmett. Well, actually, I thought that the blitzing Adams was the only blitz we did that worked. Like, everybody else we blitzed just ran into the line and got smashed out of the play. The only guy who was actually getting to the QB on those blitzes frequently was Jamal Adams, in my estimation. I don't know. And the Fisk Vegas, like, act thing, I know there are a lot of YouTubers who put on an act to get views, like EDP and Cop Pizzle, and there are a lot of YouTubers who have this, like, persona on the internet where you can tell they're just trying to get views and clicks and stuff. But Fisk Vegas's thing is, like, really, really, like lame. He makes these stupid, like, you know, diss videos where he's like, fuck you, fuck your family, your fucking mom is fucking ugly, your fucking wife. Like, it's so lame. He's such a freaking loser. I can't stand him. He doesn't even show his face on camera. He's too big of a pussy to even show people what he looks like. I think he's kind of a clown. And yeah, he doesn't know anything about football. Introverted tree, I'm talking about Fisk Vegas. Yeah, Emmett, I'm trying to think of a name, some defensive tackle that would make sense to trade for. Jamal is the best safety in the NFL right now, for sure. I don't know who would argue that. I mean, calling him a safety at this point might even be gratuitous. He's really more than just a safety.
I'll finish this!
Oh, yeah, Shango... Yeah, Shango doesn't have an E-persona. He's just a fan who tries to give in-depth and honest analysis. Shango's not playing a character. At least, I don't think so. And yeah, I mean, I think EDP has made authentic angry videos before.
There!
I think EDP has made good videos. I think he's made authentic videos before. I just don't think he does it as much now.
I can do this.
Emmett, that really got me excited for a second there. You saying Sheldon Richardson's name, I still think that guy's a boss. I still think that guy's a baller. Yeah, I would probably do that. And, you know, that's almost overkill. That's better than what we need. We don't need somebody that good, but we could do it. Sheldon Richardson is still capable of being a good player. Don't trip. Because the Browns do look pretty sorry this year. Cleveland needs a quarterback. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Cleveland needs a QB.
Tip! I'll finish this! Touch!
Yeah, well, I have a feeling EDP's doing just fine. I don't know how much money EDP makes on YouTube, but I'll bet he makes more money than I do. So, EDP, maybe the fact that he uses, maybe the fact that he uses slurs will hold him back from becoming like a millionaire off of YouTube. But I think he'll be fine.
Lord, give me strength.
Yeah, Cleveland needs a new owner, but we don't have an owner to give him, so I don't think that helps.
Bite the dust!
Well, hopefully, JS, Pete walks away when it's time for him to walk away. When he gets too old to do this, or, whatever, hopefully he is able to just do it on his own. Because, honestly, if what we see right now becomes the norm, and he just worries about, his area, and he lets Russ and Schottenheimer control their areas, then I'm fine. I don't think Carroll does anything that badly outside of some of the offensive play calling.
I can do this.
Like, it's just a matter of, can he allow what we saw on Sunday to continue on? Like, it's not a personal problem I have with Pete. I think he might be a bit of an idiot, but I don't have a personal problem with Pete. I just don't agree and don't like a lot of the things that he's been doing lately as the coach of this team. Ultimately, the goal is just to win. Now, well, I mean, we have a lot of time to think about the AB question, because he's not going to be reinstated for 6 weeks. So we're going to see what we have over the next 7 weeks, and if we get the sense we need another receiver, then I could see that happening. The concern I have is AB going to demand 10 targets a game? Because even if we let Russ cook, there might not be 10 targets a game to go around. There might be not enough targets to go around. But I'm gonna let things play out the next 2 months, and by the end, I'll know whether or not I think I want AB. No, Keegan. Yeah. Well, how are we going to get him now? He's suspended. Are you saying, like, sign him now and just let him not be on the team and just let him not play for 2 months? I guess. I wonder what kind of contract AB is going to want. Is he going to want a big deal, or is he going to take something that allows the team a lot of outs and a lot of opportunities to cut him if he starts making trouble? I mean, I definitely think there's something wrong with AB, but I'm perfectly happy making a deal with the devil if I think I can win a Super Bowl with it. I mean, unless he did actually rape that woman or whatever, I don't think he's a terrible person. I just think he's a little crazy. Or a lot crazy, whatever. It's almost midnight and I have 16 people in here. This is crazy, guys. This is awesome. Now, in fairness to Schneider, that he could never have foreseen that trade going as badly as it did. Like, you can argue that he, really screwed up with some of the other decisions he made for sure, but the Percy Harvin thing was just like, how could he have known that it was going to be that bad? Like, I don't know. I'm not in love with the Schneider right now. The Harvin thing was just kind of like, well, that was really crazy and random and weird. Hopefully that never happens again. You called in tomorrow, Emma? What do you mean? I think we would have won the second Super Bowl if Percy didn't spaz out. Although, actually, we would have won the second Super Bowl if we hadn't traded for Harvin at all and just kept Golden Tate, so... Oh, nice job, Emmett. Yeah, the air is trash. Apparently it's gonna rain soon, and that's gonna help.
Etna? Why is Laharo so stubborn?
Huh? You kidding? He's always been like that.
Tumbo, how much of that was true? Like, I've heard... I'm not convinced. I think a lot of that stuff was made up after the fact.
I don't think that's entirely true. Haven't you noticed? His emotions are slowly changing. I thought that he'd finally awoken to the power of love.
Oh, so that's why you were so angry.
Yes.
That's a demon for ya. You seem to have your hopes pretty high. But don't you think that asking for love from a demon is a bit ridiculous?
You think so?
Well, the prince's case is a bit unique.
Unique?
Yep. You see, his mother, the queen, was an eccentric person. She was always talking about love and kindness.
That's not weird at all.
Well, I didn't hate her, but I guess she couldn't help it being a human and all.
A human?
Yep. She was a witch who came here to study. The king fell in love with her at first sight. And eventually, the prince was born.
One thing that I want to be careful about is thinking that the solution to everything is just piling on more talent. Like, I was watching Shango's videos the last 2 days because the Cowboys lost last night. Shango made a video right after the game. He made a video this morning, and he was talking about, like, all these people in my chat want Earl. They want to sign Earl. They want Earl. Everybody's talking about sign Earl Thomas, bring Earl Thomas to Dallas. But he's like, guys, we can't stop the run. Our defensive tackles are terrible. How do you think Earl's going to fix that? And him saying that kind of got me thinking about how, like, okay, talent, like at a certain point, it's about a little more than just talent. So him saying that kind of got me thinking about, like, wait a minute, does this actually make sense? Do I want AB, or would I rather get somebody like Marcel Darius? I think the Cowboys look worse. I think the Cowboys' offensive line has gone to hell in a handbasket.
Is that so?
Although, one thing I want to say, you can sign Marcel Darius and AB. Like, you can create cap room if you need cap room. There's definitely a way to sign both if you want them.
She was always saying things like, demons can love too. Whenever the prince did something bad, she would scold him because she wanted to raise him to be a kind boy. Maybe you remind him of his mother, Flan.
If he was raised that way, why is he like this now?
The queen died.
Huh?
A long time ago, the prince was infected with a rare disease that even the king couldn't cure. There was only one way to save him.
Which was?
The life of one who loved him.
Then?
That's right. The queen took her own life, despite the king's efforts to stop her. It was at that point that the prince started to hate love and kindness.
Oh, no, bro. No, bro. I like where that's going, no, bro. Trade Hollister to the Cowboys because they're desperate for a tight end. I like that. Send that to Schneider. Send what you just said to John Snyder. That is a great idea.
How sad. So unless his hatred fades, Lahara will have to live the rest of his life without love. Oh, that's just not fair.
Maybe so, but I don't think that he's intentionally trying to hate love. Hatred isn't something that just disappears that easily, is it? Maybe you were a bit rough on him today. Well, don't try to get me involved.
Well, can you trade a player who's on the PUP, which Penny is? I actually don't know. I guess you probably could. Probably doesn't have a lot of value. Oh god, X3? Oh god, okay, Oh, okay, this isn't so bad. You just have to kill these guys first. Yeah, Revri, this game, all Disgaea games have kind of well done but quirky stories like this. This game isn't just a weird anime thing. later this year. It's not that there's anything wrong with Penny, but we don't need him. Okay? It's like he doesn't really fit our running scheme, and we just have other needs. I think Penny's a good player. I do, and I know a lot of people don't. But we don't need him, and he's not good enough to justify, like, you can, I mean, honestly, odds are, if we lose Carson this offseason and we trade Penny, we probably just draft some rando running back in the 3rd round who's going to be a better fit for our team than Penny and might be about as good as Penny.
I can do this.
I don't think Penny's a bad player. I don't see it. He should have taken the 3rd round pick last year when Detroit wanted him. I don't know what's really good about Travis Homer at this point other than maybe his blocking. And also, guys, if we are going to use a pass-heavy offense, we don't need a running back. We don't need a bunch of running backs. Like, Carson and Hyde is good enough, and then you just give the couple of leftover carries to DJ Dallas or Travis Homer or pull Sean Alexander out of retirement. It's fine. And again, I mean, I probably wouldn't be saying this if Penny fit our system. I don't think he does. I think Penny is a, more like a Sean Alexander type of running back. That's not what this current scheme utilizes. He's a vision back, and I don't think that fits well with what we're doing here.
Gone! I'll finish this!
Good question, JS. I didn't like that pick when we made it, by the way. Go back 2 years. Go back 2 years in my video archives. I have my live reaction to the drafting of Penny. I did not like it then. I do not like it now. Daniel W., you're trolling, right? Yeah, Daniel W., you are, like, joking around with that, right? Yeah, there are like 5 different reasons why we're not going to trade Chris Carson. If you want a defensive end, I think your best bet is to offer like a 4th round pick and Rashad Penny for Ryan Kerrigan or something like that. But we are not trading Carson for multiple reasons.
I'll protect you.
Other than that, I mean, I honestly think getting one more defensive tackle is way more important than getting another defensive end. Like, the defensive ends did not play that badly. On Sunday. I thought Bruce Irvin got some pressures. LJ Collier actually played good.
There!
Like, the area where we need help is we need one more defensive tackle. And also, the other thing is, we need to accept that we're not going to have the greatest pass rush ever this year. Like, if we wanted to have a great pass rush, we should have done things differently in free agency. We're going to have to win despite that, and we always should have known that. Like, it is possible, like, you know, the guys that we have rushing the QB, Rasheem Green, LJ Collier, Bruce Irvin, Benson Mayowa, they're not the best players. I get that. They're not the greatest, but if we have a dominant ball control offense that is always scoring, always putting up points, always on the field, always in control of the game like we saw against Atlanta, then our defensive ends are going to look so much better because they're fresh, because they don't have to play as much, because they have an idea that they're going to be playing against the pass a lot. So that has value too. If you take away Carson, you take away some of that. And I don't want to lose that. It's kind of like when the Cowboys in 2014 had DeMarco Murray, and they had a really nice pass rush that year. They had a nice pass rush that year. And the players they had in that pass rush were not very good, but because they had the league-leading rusher and they had a great offense, that was a DeAndre Walker, Emmett. DeAndre Walker, the Tennessee dude. But anyway, because the defense was almost never on the field, when they got out there, they had a ton of gas and were just really ready to go kill people. And that's how that worked so well. And then the next year, they lost DeMarco Murray, they lost Tony Romo, and those guys were on a milk carton because suddenly they couldn't get to the QB. The only thing that changed is that they had to be on the field more, they were asked to do more, and suddenly the fact that they weren't great players was getting exposed, so... Yeah. I don't know why Tennessee cut him. I mean, like, he had a injury last year, he's coming back from it, and they're just going to move on now that he's actually healthy? That was very confusing to me. Why would they cut him now?
I'll finish this. Ta. Say.
Probably not, Revrai. Yeah, I don't care that much about running backs, but I would never trade Chris Carson for one defensive end who, by the way, it's not like we would trade him for Lawrence Taylor. We would be getting we would probably be getting a decent-ish defensive end who is probably not that much better than Rasheem Green. Like, who cares? Smith looked good. Alden Smith definitely going to win Comeback Player of the Year. That's my assessment. He's a good guy. Well, I don't know if he's a good guy, but he's a good player. Well, to pay Frank Clark, we would have probably had to let Bobby Wagner go. So, I guess it just kind of depends on your opinion of that exchange. Yeah, I like Frank. Frank didn't leave the team on bad terms. He didn't make an ass of himself on the way out. I can appreciate that, man.
Here I come!
I'll get you!
Affetti did play well. I think he played guard, though, so that doesn't help us very much, necessarily. I have no idea about Fant, though, actually, and I should look that up. Obviously, the Jets are one of the most miserable teams in the league right now, though, so... What does it all mean? Yeah, I always thought Fant was good. Sam Darnold has the worst coach in football. He has the worst supporting cast in football, and he has like a bottom 3 GM. I don't think Darnold is good, but goddamn do I kind of feel bad for him. No, Revrai, Fant sucks as a right tackle. We've tried this before. He doesn't know how to play right tackle.
I'll protect you!
I thought the Jets GM was the Eagles guy, whose, by the way, his repertoire is looking worse and worse by the day. word Seahawk. Hopefully this is finally the year the NFL is like, we don't want this trash associated with our brand. Make a better game or you're fired. Don't give up on Jerron Reed yet, guys. It's one game, and honestly, I think he was getting double teamed a lot. And that might have been the best offense we play all year. It's either them or the Cowboys, in all likelihood. Everybody chill out. I'm not enamored with Jerron Reed either. But we don't have to get all crazy about this. Tumbo, his second year of his contract is fully non-guaranteed. We can cut him and take no cap hit. So the concept would be after this season we cut him. Yeah, we're not trading him. It would just be a matter of cutting him and taking no cap hit next year. That's probably what is going to happen, depending on how free agency goes next year.
What are those?
Those are the souls of the Prinnies who've atoned for their sins. You know the legend, don't you? That inside the Prinnies are the souls of sinful humans.
Yes, and they work in Celestia in the Netherworld to atone for those sins.
That's right.
I think it all depends on what he ends up doing this year. If Reed has a good year, then I think we keep him. If he doesn't have a good year, I think we let him go. I think it's that simple. I think that's why we did the deal like that.
The Red Moon purifies their sins so they can be reborn.
What a heart-wrenching sight.
Etna! Stop them!
Prince, weren't you listening? The Prinnies are being reborn.
Shut up! I never gave them permission for that! We'll drag them back here if we have to. Who are you?
Well, once we get Daryl Taylor back and Alton Robinson's out there, we do have a nice little six-man rotation at defensive end. We just don't have any killers. Rasheem Green's good, but he's not a killer yet. Benson Mayo is not a killer. Bruce Irvin isn't a killer. LJ Collier is not a killer. And then you have the two rookies. Like, it is a rotation, we just don't have the killers. I want one more defensive tackle because we need a little bit of a rotation there.
We'll see about that. Those Prinnies are mine. They're my vassals for all eternity.
I think one of the problems with the defensive line is some guys had to play way too much. Like, I broke it down in my video, which I'm assuming you guys watched. Benson Mayo was on the field for 90% of the snaps. That's absurd. Benson Mayo should be on the field for, at most, 50 snaps a game. Probably less. Bruce Irvin was on the field for 85% of the snaps. I think that'll balance out eventually with the guys that we have. but Jerron Reed playing that many snaps is really something that needs to be addressed. He is not going to be able to hold up if he has to play that many snaps in every game. Revrai, because we didn't want to give them guaranteed contracts, now we don't have to. I do look for us to sign somebody now.
I can do this.
That sounds... I love Julius Peppers. Julius Peppers is one of my favorite all-time players. But man, I don't know how I would feel about that. It's an interesting suggestion, though. I kind of like that. But it's mostly because Julius Peppers is one of my favorites, not so much because I think he has much left. Yeah, Freeney was good for a few weeks, man. Kevin Williams was fun. Too bad he didn't get the ring, but... hell. He did some stuff. Are there any recently retired defensive tackles who could come back for 15 snaps a game? Marcel Darius. I'll always remember Marcel Darius because he's the dude who injured Colt McCoy in the in the national championship. Oh, by the way, I don't know if everyone in the chat is a Huskies fan. Am I the only one who cannot get excited to watch college football at all? And didn't watch a single second of it on Saturday because there's no Huskies? Like, even if the Huskies were bad, I would watch college football, but I can't get excited for it at all this year because we got no Huskies. I cannot bring myself to care.
I can do this.
Defensive tackle who's particularly good. We just need him to be reasonably competent. I'm not looking for some guy who's going to come in and get 8 sacks or something. So I'm not overly picky with who we get. I just don't want Jerron Reed on the field for 60 plus snaps. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I would do the Kentuan short. Honestly, like Jacksonville signed Timmy Jernigan right before the season started. I would do that. Like, I would trade for Timmy Jernigan from Jacksonville because I know they won, but we all know Jacksonville is going to be no good this year. By the way, how shitty is DeMarcus Christmas that he couldn't even make the practice squad on this team? I don't mean to kick a man while he's down, but how bad is that dude that he can't even make the practice squad on a team this thin at defensive tackle? Rev Right, we can create the money to do that if we need to. If we want to do it, we can find a way to do it. That's really all that needs to be said about that. There are always ways to create cap space. Oh, and let me ask the chat on this one. So everybody in chat, last night in the Cowboys game, was that OPI or was that not OPI? Hold on 1 second, Emmett. Okay, I'm posting the link in the chat for Emmett if he wants to watch it. But that call basically cost the Cowboys any chance of winning that game because it was then 3rd and 20 with like 30 seconds left. So it was very controversial today. The first time I saw it, I thought, oh, that's definitely pass interference. What are people complaining about? But having had a chance to watch it a few times, I think it's pretty clearly not. Like I said, yeah, in real time it looked like OPI, but if you watch it on replay, it doesn't look like OPI, but the other side of that is the refs have to make the call in real time. So maybe I kind of understand why it got called, even though I suspect it shouldn't have been. Jalen Ramsey's flop was a little embarrassing, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there. Ramsey got beat a few times last night. I noticed that, man. I fucking noticed it. Yeah, to me, the biggest NBA flopper of all time will be Manu Ginobili, but Vlade Divac was the original flopper, that's for sure.
That's right, dude. You shouldn't interfere with Death's work, dude. It's here to guide the souls of the Prinnies to the Red Moon, dude. If you truly value your vassals. If you have any love for them, then you should wish them good luck, dude.
You sound just like that love freak.
JS, after this game, I think I'm gonna do some stuff on PC. I'm not sure exactly what. I might do Baldi's Basics, but that would only be like a one-day stream, basically, so... I might do Baldi's Basics for one day and do that just for fun. I know that game's kind of like old-fashioned now, but it might be a fun stream to do on computer.
It's what's best for their sake?
That's right, dude.
I see. Then I'll let them go.
You understand, dude?
Well, yeah.
If I decide to keep playing on the PS4, I might play through like the Modern Warfare 2 campaign because I got the remaster downloaded to my PS4, but that's like a 6-hour game, so that'll be done in a day or two.
Thank goodness. Then I can leave without worry.
Wait!
I might do Fall Guys, but I don't know. I don't know if Fall Guys is my thing.
What sin did you commit?
I took my own life. Taking your own life is a grave sin.
Why would you?
To save my son's life. Because of my death, my son shut away his feelings. But he's changing ever so slowly.
I played Fall Guys for like an hour. It seems like a decent enough game. I'm just not sure it's really my thing. I didn't dislike it though.
It's all thanks to the wonderful people around him. My work here is done.
How is this
The
game
rest
messed
is
up?
up to my son.
I was thinking about that, Emmett. I don't know if anybody here... JS. It's not a bird, it's a penguin. Or, no, it's not a penguin, it's a Prinny, #1. And... that was a human. Okay, so in Disgaea, human beings who commit sins in their life become Prinnies and have to work off their debt by being slaves for demons and angels. And once they work enough, they can be reborn as humans again. Okay? No, a bird did not commit suicide.
Not even a goodbye?
And that's not a bird.
Despite how much you love him?
What cruel words you speak. Of course I would like to reveal myself. Of course I would like to hug my son with my own hands. But if we are destined to part again, then wouldn't it be better to watch from afar and leave without a single word?
Who are your top 5 QBs? Mahomes, Wilson, Lamar, Watson, and I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, Breeze and Brady both look washed. Maybe it is Matt Ryan.
He has suffered enough already. My silence is how I show my love.
Well, I want to reiterate one thing. The Falcons' offense might be the best offense we play all year. Yeah, the Niners are in trouble. I watched Hawk Hater's post-game video earlier today. And he was crying because apparently Budda Baker injured George Kittle with a cheap shot. Which, did anybody else have the impression that that was a cheap shot? He hit him in the leg, which is what you're supposed to do now. Like, yeah, I that made me laugh. I mean, obviously, Hawk Hater is a, you know, not exactly the most objective guy. We all know that, but he, kind of lost the plot for me when he said that.
I'm sorry. I tried to push my idea of love onto you, without considering your reasons.
Yeah, I remember when Hawk Hater was named JD in Sacktown. That was, he's been around since like 2007 or something, I think.
Without considering your feelings. I'm sorry.
He's gained, like I'm not even here to smash the dude. I think JD in Sacktown gained like 60 pounds from the start of his YouTube career to now.
Prince, you've met a wonderful person. Dude, Prince, take care. Lon, Edna, take care of him for me. Goodbye.
In a macro sense, the only concern I have is, the only macro concern I have is when you have a bad defense, you can lose to anybody at any time. So, hopefully the defense does get better.
The red moon reflected in Laharl's eyes, swaying sadly. A gentle, loving mother who gave up her life to save her son. A son who could only accept his mother's death by denying love and kindness. I can't imagine how painful, how difficult it was for him. But I'm sure the red moon will wash away his sorrow.
Love, huh?
Huh?
Nothing. Let's return to the castle. Fawn.
Laharl! When Laharl called me by my name for the very first time, I noticed that the red moon no longer shone in his eyes. I'll always remember this sad tale.
Which voice,
of a
Emmett?
mother
Laharl or
and her son.
Flawn? Because you might be right on that. I'll have to look that up. I will say the voice of Etna is the voice of the teacher in Persona, your home ec teacher who is also your maidservant. I just looked up the voice of ton of voices in like The Simpsons and Futurama and King of the Hill, for whatever that's worth.
Warning, warning, a hero emerges to save the Earth from the vile clutches of King Lahar. His name is Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth.
Bonjour! I am your own personal Dark Adonis.
With his beautiful sidekick Jennifer and multi-purpose super robot Thursday, Captain Gordon takes the netherworld by storm.
Another fantasy of yours, mademoiselle?
Who will win this cataclysmic battle, the evil king or the defender of Earth?
Pardon moi, but no one is listening.
Next on Mobile Girl Etna Stardust Memoir, Episode 9, Invincible Captain Gordon. So
The neighbor's wife?
illuminate the starry sky.
Was the neighbor's wife
Everybody just
the
ignore
girl
her.
who was sleeping with the Native American when she was married to Dale Gribble and had a son from John Redcorn, but Dale thought it was his son and nobody told him that it obviously wasn't? Do I have that right? I haven't watched King of the Hill in a long time. King of the Hill was a good show. I just haven't watched it in a while.
Nothing beats having tea in outer space. How beautiful the Earth is. It reflects the nobility of my mission.
Yeah, there we go, John Redcorn. There we go. Oh, okay, I remember this character. This guy's great. This guy's basically like Flash Gordon satire, kind of. He's like a...
Jennifer, how much longer before we go into
This guy's basically
hyperdrive?
like an XP of like Flash Gordon or Commando Cody.
Let me see, Gordon. About, 5 minutes?
I see. Only 5 minutes until we say goodbye to the Earth.
Oh, the lady married to Khan. The Laotian chick.
Are you scared, Gordon?
Hey, you're joking, right? Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth, is afraid of nothing. You, of all people, should know that. You've been along on all my adventures.
Right.
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, sorry about that. Of course I didn't forget you, Thursday.
Gordon keeps staring at Jennifer's thighs. Pervert, pervert, pervert.
Hey, why you?
Tea time's over, Gordon. Ooh, we have an incoming transmission. Looks like it's from the Earth Defense Force headquarters. I'm turning on the holographic projector.
Hi, you look good, General Carter. So, what can I do for you, Commander-in-Chief?
You're moments away from entering hyperdrive. This will be your last contact with Earth. Do you have any messages, Gordon?
Let me think. Tell everyone on Earth to have a grand parade ready for my return.
Yeah, she does. You know, at least she's clearly of age, which is more than I can say for a lot of the girls in this game.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the Hot Babes and Pizza Shack's teriyaki pizza.
We'll see what we can do. I'm sure you don't need me to repeat this, but the Earth's fate is in your hands. We're counting on you.
It's nothing I can't handle.
How true. I pray for your success, Gordon.
Gordon, we're about to go into hyperdrive.
Okay, Jennifer.
Hyperdrive engine number 3 ready. All systems go. Now entering hyperdrive.
Engage!
Engage!
I played this game a lot when I was younger, but
Episode 9, Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth.
yeah, JS, it was.
Dude, Prince,
But
there's some kind of anomaly in the
It's kind of a thing where, one, the age of consent in Japan is 13. The age of consent in Japan is 13, so in fairness, as far as Japan is concerned, they're not doing anything wrong. And second, a lot of these characters look like they're in their 20s, even though they are actually 17. So it's definitely kind of a difficult area to maneuver, but I understand where there's a lot of gray area.
Invaders from another world?
I have no idea, dude.
Invaders? Are they angels who are here to take me back?
I doubt it. That place attracts a lot of weird things besides stars. Flying saucers, probes, brain suckers, midgets with glowing fingertips.
Oh my! That means there may be people who are hurt. Let's go, Laharl!
Forget it. It's probably just a piece of trash.
Laharl!
Jeez, shouldn't an overlord be doing something more important than this?
Yeah, JS, hasn't he? Hasn't he just yeah. I think that's a good 60 pounds. All of his old videos are gone, so you can't see what he used to look like, but the dude is not looking great. Alright guys, it is 12:30. So I am going to go ahead and save and get going. Ooh, prize. Ooh, that's really good. Ooh, I'm gonna grab that. Well, how old do you think JD in Sacktown is? Yeah, JS, I know. People want to watch me play weird Japanese games, I guess, so that's cool. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me tonight. So, see you guys later today. There will be a video later today. There will be a stream later today as well. I don't know exactly when, but there's some basketball tomorrow, which I want to watch, and there's, I think, a Mariners game. And, yeah. See you guys when it's all over. And keep an eye out tomorrow afternoon for a video. I'm going to be diving into some of the finer points of the offensive play calling. And until then, go Hawks. Yeah. 1-0, baby. 1-0.